after I heard what the backlash was, I was like, huh, maybe what they should have done, not even maybe, I know exactly what they should have done. They should have put the man in the Bulls thing and had him be the guy to run and his girlfriend try to catch him. That's what they should have done. And the same exact thing happened. And I guarantee no one would have said a damn word. No one would have said a damn thing had it been reversed. The dude playing the part of the woman, and it would have been it would have been more funny too, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe if they fired that dude, they need to hire me in Cleveland to do that job. I'll turn it out. Nah, I'll be fired the first day. First day. My first promo would be something definitely racist, and it'll involve the Klan and some form of slavery and a beating. And, and immediately it's like, yeah, everyone's offended by that. You're fired. But I just started an hour ago. You're still fired, Mr. Yeah, so whatever. I have, my moral barometer is broken, and I think things are funny that probably people should. Like, I'm from the Paul Mooney school of funny. The more uncomfortable you are, the funnier it is to me. He's the guy who says, my show don't start until the white people start walking out. That's awesome to me. Yeah, because he's always like, who the hell did you think you came to see? This ain't Jerry Seinfeld. I'm Paul Mooney. I say stuff like this about people like you. So, yeah, whatever. So anyway, back to this. Oh, by the way, Jimmy Butler of the Chicago Bulls received the NBA's Most Improved Player award. So big up to Jimmy Butler.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he's getting ready to get paid. Good for him. And speaking of, here's the thing too. We talk about these backcourts. We talk about this Steph and this Klay Thompson backcourt. We talk about Matthews and Lillard up there in Portland. We talk about who am I thinking of too? I mean, Bradley Beal and John Wall, who, by the way, Atlanta Hawks fan, here it is. I'm going to give it to you in plain, simple English. Don't be too sad when I give you this news. But apparently, John Wall is seeking as many second opinions. Like, after the first second opinion, it's no longer a second opinion, John. It's like a third, fourth, and fifth opinion. He's looking for anyone to tell him that these 5 non-displaced fractures in his left wrist and hand is something that he can somehow play with in these playoffs. When I hear displaced fracture, not really sure what that is, but it sounds bad. And when you start telling me that it's in your wrist and your hand, that's 2 places from my count. Sounds pretty bad. It may be a situation, by all means, they may be able to soft cast it and just, depending on what his pain threshold is, shoot him up, and whatever his pain threshold is, allow him to continue to play. But if it's a situation where he could damage himself more permanently, yeah, you got to go ahead and chalk it up, man. You got to charge it to the game. It's unfortunate because as a basketball fan, I love to watch John Wall play basketball, and I wanted to see him play. I want to see him play playoff basketball, and I want to see Jeff Teague play against the best, man. I want to see him play against Ramon Sessions. No disrespect to him.
Hey, Ramon went off. Ramon had a nice little game.
Because they're getting Ramon, and just like they got what's the other kid from? They're getting Jared Jacked. Like, Jeff Teague don't start letting these bums like do him like whatever, man. And whatever, man. Anyway, if you're an Atlanta Hawks fan or not, whatever, or if you're a Washington Wizards fan, the news is going to be either good or bad based on what side of the fence you fall on. But John Wall looks to be out at least, temporarily at least, until they find a way to get him, back in the fold here. So, yeah, no basketball today. So tomorrow, who knows what we're going to talk about on Friday. Ooh, I like when it's a surprise to me, too. Like, something will happen, though. Like, somebody will get
Friday will
locked
really
up.
be Friday, because usually Thursday is Friday around this count.
Yeah, something will happen tomorrow. Did you see the umpire over there in Japan or wherever get hit in the balls by the ball?
Oh, no, I missed
My
that.
God, it was. See, it's like my response is just immediately laugh because it wasn't when I saw it though. Like my first response was like, "Oh God, what
Of
the?"
course, every man's first response is.
And then they showed it in slow motion. He got hit square too, dude. He look, as soon as I click on it, it showed it again. God, to the point, dude, they had to bring the like the flat back thing out that they bring out when they think he got a neck injury. They brought one of those out for him and put him on that joint, dude. Like, I'm looking at this dude right now, writhing in pain. Let's see here. A home plate umpire in a Korean baseball organization game had to be stretchered, off of the field after a foul ball hit him in the worst place possible. I wonder why you just can't put balls. They hit him in the balls, in the nuts. During the third inning of Wednesday's game between SK Wyverns and the Lot Giants, a foul ball hit by an SK Wyverns player hit the ump below the belt, a.k.a. the balls. It was a direct shot. Yeah, it was too, dude. Like, it was no variation. It wasn't one of those things like, yeah, hit him in the groin area. This was not no area, dude. It hit him right in the sack.
Right in it.
Oh, yeah. It was like, this catcher is the worst. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it was a tip ball. Yeah, he can just let it get by. Yeah, God, that's the worst. He barely just grazed the ball, too, but it definitely didn't graze his balls. Because it's like a vine. I'm sitting here talking to y'all, and it keeps playing over and over and over again, and I can't look away. Good God. Like, immediately, he goes down. They bring out the stretcher. Man, I hope he's all right, dude. You know, and this is one of those situations, man. Well, I'm not going to go there. That's going to be insensitive of me. See, I'm learning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting better at censoring myself and not mentioning the ethnicity of the man who got hit in that particular area and how that may or may not have affected, the direct nature of the blow. Also here, check this out. Everett Golston is he's leaving Notre Dame. And this is, it's not funny, but it's ironic that yesterday I was just reading an article. I think it was a Vice Sports article, or maybe a Deadspin article, that they talked about how now the NCAA, because it's the offseason, they got to start changing stuff. They're trying to eliminate this graduation transfer rule. The rule that allows you that once you graduated from school, you can then transfer to any school in the nation without sitting out.
Play immediately.
Right. So they trying to get rid of that. Like, man, miss me with that foolishness, man. Like, y'all can't control everything. Because at the end of the day, check this out. Maybe, just maybe, the kid is in it for an education, and he wants to go to a graduate program of that you don't offer at said school. Maybe it's not all about football.
He matriculating?
Huh?
What did he miss school for some
academic reasons? Year for last, he had some academic issues, and he had to sit out the year before last, and he came back and played last year. Started off the season playing well, but then could not stop turning the damn ball over. I think he ended up with like 22 interceptions or something crazy like that. Cost him a couple of ball games as well. I think he cost him the game against Florida State and James Winston as well with a couple turnovers. So now they got two kids that were freshmen while he was out that are supposed to be these blue chip 5-star situations, and he didn't even start the bowl game. Why am I still looking at this dude get hit in the ball? I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, I'm done. All right. Now, speaking of education, now here's one of these things that you don't hear. Everywhere I look down at my tablet, it's still here. Dude getting hitting the balls with the dang on thing.
Like, just getting gay, man.
It's hunting me, dude. I'm not trying to look at it. Anyway, speaking of education, here's one of those stories that I'm always talking about, how they kind of bury. Somebody may have mentioned it somewhere along the line, but no one really put any time into it. And I want to make sure I big up this dude. Cameron Newton is going to graduate from Auburn University. Well, he's graduated. But he's just now, how you got to wait on your degree and all that now. But that's going on. He's chosen not to actually attend the ceremony. And his reasoning being that he doesn't want to, he says, quote, I don't want to take away from anything from the people who are already graduated. And they kind of point to the fact that even while he's on campus, he can't really walk around campus because everyone's trying to take pictures or take selfies with him and all this kind of stuff. And he's like, he don't want to bring that to the graduation ceremony. And he's like, it don't really make a big deal to him. He's got the degree, and that's all that matters. The walking part is not really a thing. You know what I mean? So he talks about getting his diploma, and he's gonna give it to his mom to let his mom know that he did finish what he started. He got a sociology degree, and he wants to work with kids and open up daycare, if I can say it in English, daycare centers and things of that nature. So, big up to him, man. We hear all the stuff about guys who beat up their women, and guys who get arrested for drugs and all this kind of stuff. But we don't give the same amount of time to a dude.
He wants to open up a line of kinder care.
Yeah, he said that's what he wants to do with his sociology degree. He wants to give back and help help kids and things of that nature. But yeah, my point is, like, we don't hear these things about these guys that we always hear. These guys can't leave school early. Well, guess who left school early, and guess who still got a degree? So guess what it is? Possible. You can actually do both. You can go get millions of dollars and still go get you a damn degree.
Yeah, there's a lot of them cats. You just don't hear about it, but there's a lot of cats go back and get it.
Yeah, man. So big up to Cam Newton, man, and that endeavor, and hopefully, man, as he moves forward, he's a guy who obviously is thinking about life past football. We always kind of criticize guys for not having a broader spectrum on life as a whole, man. But it seems that he does. In other NFL news, before we get out of here, we got about 4 minutes. La'el Collins was signed by the Dallas Cowboys. $1.65 million contract, fully guaranteed. It's the max that they can give an unsigned guy.
Right.
He talked about it at his press conference that he felt like the Cowboys organization saw him for who he was, and he really appreciated them giving him a shot. Another thing about it too is, outside of that, he's actually going to get a chance to start this year. So that that factored in as well. He's going to have a chance to start at left guard this year because the young man that's playing, or the guy that's playing left guard now, he's kind of a rotational guy. And if you can get let's think about this rationally. You got a first round pick. The Cowboys just got 2 first round picks essentially. You know what I mean? And one is a big physical road grading offensive guard, former offensive tackle at LSU. But here's the thing that bothered me today about this whole thing, and I know I only got 3 minutes to get it out, but the fact that he's lumped into those risky picks things, you know what I mean? And I told you guys, initially it felt Carruthers to me, Ray Carruthers. But I also said that I want to see what these DNA results are going to be. Like, my man just went into the police. I don't know why he took so long to do it, though. That's the thing that's crazy to me. Monday, after they called you in on last Tuesday, you came in the following Monday. But the DNA results stated that it was not his child. He took a polygraph test as well, or polygraph exam, or whatever you want to call it, lie detector. Passed that as well. So for all intents and purposes, they've already said he's not a suspect, and they have additionally said that he's not even a person of interest. So now it's time you got to LIG that whole thing. Like, stop putting him in the category of, oh, look at this risky pick. The Cowboys are doing more risky things. First Greg Hardy, and then the kid Randy Gregory, and now La'el Collins. Wait a minute. One of those things don't belong. It's like an SAT question. Which one of these things don't belong? Yeah. Don't do that to that young man. You hear me? It's done. It's done. And then if something comes up later, well, then you deal with it. But as far as right now, as far as the authorities are concerned, they've said, this man, leave him alone. You can't consider him no damn risk. If anything, he's a bargain. He's more than a bargain. It's 1.65 for 3 years for a dude that could have been picked in the top 10. My God. My goodness. That is outstanding work.
Yeah, ain't it?
Outstanding. And the fact that, in 2 years, he can come back and renegotiate the deal. If he becomes a starter and, it's not the kid that they drafted last year made the Pro Bowl at guard. So it's not out of the realm for this kid to be what you think he's going to be and then make a Pro Bowl. And then he comes back to the table in 2 years and say, you know what? I should have been paid like a first rounder. It's time for me to collect now. Let's go, Jerry. Pony up. So, that's what we got, like 45 seconds left. All right. I'm going to go downstairs, dude, and look at some American crime. It's going to be awesome.
Well, I'm headed to work, bro.
Yeah. Rob's going to go somewhere and sell his body. God.
Hey.
Yeah. Hate that he's got to do that. Him. You probably done called up Luscious or something, didn't you? L Breezy.
You got to do.
You got a gig for your boy. Yeah, exactly. You, L Breezy, and Dynamite, and whoever else. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for the Thursday edition of the Sports Kings podcast. I'm Big Mike. He's Rob Calloway. We're being heard on Spreaker.com. Don't forget, catch us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and tell a friend. We're at Sports Kings Live. We're also Sports Kings Live at Gmail.